Every 3 to 5 business days, Future gets slapped with a paternity lawsuit. And it is that time again where he has been slapped with another paternity lawsuit. Let's talk about it because there's an ex-girlfriend of Future by the name of Layla. Layla has filed a court order in the state of Florida seeking to establish paternity of a child that she is alleging that they have together. Guess how old is this child? Did someone said 9 years old? If you said 9 years old, that's correct. No. You might be asking, a 9-year-old child? No father? No child support? What is going on? Honey, all I can tell you is this is typical of Future, okay? This is Future's behavior. No, we're going to balance the scale a little bit on this one because, in all honesty, not only is this Future's behavior, these women, they target these rappers equally as these rappers target them. And oftentimes, these women, yes, I'm a woman, but I can be honest. Two things can be true at the same time. Every coin has two sides, right? So, as I was saying, oftentimes these IG baddies, they trap these men because they're looking for a way out. They want to live their best life and they're going to take some chances that are not the typical stuff, but they're going to go for it. So men like Future will think that, okay, he's playing games, he's a gallus and he can bag any woman out here. And while he has his agenda, the females normally have their agenda as well. To trap him in a pregnancy, get a meal ticket because the baby is used as a check baby. I kid you not, these women, they intentionally get pregnant so as to get money from these rappers. And not only do they get money, they go on to use these rappers' name to help establish themselves and to help establish a brand, an identity. So with Future, it is literally, when I say every 3 to 5 business days, yeah, a bit exaggerated, but every year Future has 1 or 2 or maybe 3 to 4 of these cases dealing with. So there's this ex, as I've said, by the name of Layla. She filed a court order in the state of Florida seeking to establish paternity of who she says is a son she has with Future, and the son is 9 years old. Layla said she was in a romantic relationship with Future and claims that they had a son identified by his initials, KW, who was born in 2017. She said Future admitted to her he's the father. Girl, Future admitted, okay, but come on. It sounds weird, you know? Future admitted he's the father. You should be confident that he's the father. But anywho, let's continue. They're saying Layla is asking to make paternity official and also wants child support, including 2 years of retroactive support. In January 2026, Future filed court docs asking the court to dismiss the Florida case in favor of a more convenient forum, claiming Layla and the child lived in Arizona and noting he already filed his own case in that state. The court has yet to rule on his filing. And to be honest, I don't think the court is going to rule on his filing because if he has a filing, right, to establish paternity and to pay child support, the child is 9. You've had way more than enough time to do this. It kind of gives the sense that there is a connection between this girl and Future. And the connection, like, is letting Future know, hey, she's planning on taking you to court. And Future then tried to beat her to the punch. And hence why the judge is yet to rule. But I don't believe they're going to drop her case, because if it took you 9 years to step forward as a dad, man, you're like the core. You're textbook example of what a deadbeat dad is. And as such, I don't think that the court is gonna drop that young lady's request, because as a dad, it is your sole duty and responsibility to ensure that your child is taken care of. That's your offspring, right? No, what they're saying is that in the Arizona case, Future admitted he is the father of a son named Cash Wilburn. The musician said he had been voluntarily paying Layla $3,500 every month in child support. To this date, Future has 7 kids, including a son with his ex, Sierra. Now guys, Sierra, who he hasn't gotten over. And do you guys know why Future hasn't gotten over Sierra? It is because Sierra was the one who humiliated him the most. Sierra actually made the world realize that Future is a deadbeat dad to his core. He doesn't care about anything outside of himself. So because Sierra dumped him, not only dumped him, she found a better man for herself. Not only did she find a better man for herself, she found a better man for his son. Future son. And Future has been throwing shades at Russell and Sierra for the past couple of years. Even though it is Future who is a problem, he is taking aim at Sierra and Russell consistently, because when people are happy, he hates it. He hates that Sierra is not crashing out over him. He hates that Sierra is not taking him to court for child support. Honey, yes, I know Sierra did take him to court, but it was never ever for child support. She took him to court for him to spend time with his son. So Sierra has been doing the extraordinary things with him as it relates to legality and paternity. And then after she took him to court, Future would pick up his son Future, leave Future with his grandmother, and Future has a serious allergy problem the last time this report came out. And I'm learning that the grandmother was not aware of, how to handle the child because he was so young and she was so old. And Sierra had to take him back to court again and say, listen, when I say it's your time to co-parent does not mean picking up our son and taking him to your grandmother's house. It means you should spend quality time with your child. But honey, Sierra ain't fighting that no more, because Sierra has realized that once a deadbeat, always a deadbeat. But she did try, and at least her son knows that she fought for him in every single capacity that she could have. So with Future, it is no surprise that he gets hit with paternity lawsuits year after year. When I say year after year, if you go back, there's another case last year, there's another case the year before, and this is a pattern of Future's lifestyle. A grown-ass man who should at least be getting it right this time around. He tried to play in Gorgeous Doll's face. He actually played in her face for a hot minute, and Gorgeous Doll exposed his entire playbook. He wasn't happy about it. He got her account deleted from TikTok, and even after she created other accounts, he had his friends and relatives going after her. But Gorgeous Doll still remains today, and she's doing amazing things for herself. And he hates that. He hates when these women level up and humiliate him. Do you see? Future is Offset. Offset is Future. If you level up, they will be forever hurt. So what we can take from this is when you leave a man, always level up. Level up like Sierra and not level down like Cardi B. But that's all I have to share in this video with you guys. We're going to talk some more in the comment section. Peace.